Hi everyone, I'm Cerise.
I'm Joe.
And today we are going to talk about rising from the ashes.
Like a phoenix from the ashes after everything's collapsed and there's fire everywhere and everything's ruined. There's nothing. But the phoenix comes out from all of that, born anew. Everything just wiped clean by fire.
So, have you ever had those moments in your life where you hit rock bottom, everything is awful, you hate yourself, you hate everyone else, things have just gone horribly wrong, and you'd say to yourself, you know what, fuck this shit. Fuck it all, in the ass. I am starting over. New me, blank slate, leaving all of this shit behind. I'm going forward. New me. I don't want to deal with any of this anymore. It's awful.
Screw this noise. I'm out of here. Peace out, mofos. You're not going to see me again. Hope you have a good life, because I am. I'm going to have a great life without all of you. Don't look me up on Facebook. You've all been banned anyway. I don't want to talk to you. I'm done with this whole thing, this whole place, all of these people. Goodbye.
It's kind of similar to the whole New Year's resolution thing where we tell ourselves, this year is going to be different.
Everything's going to be different.
Everything is going to be different. I'm going to be different. Everything's going to be great. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to do all the things that I've been telling myself that I'm going to do, but then actually didn't ever do.
I'm finally going to take crocheting lessons. I'm finally going to skydive naked. I'm finally going to do all the things I was afraid to do. I'm going to do all of them. All of them.
I'm finally going
not going to be afraid of anything at all.
I'm going to finally
fear.
Stop getting into these stupid relationships where things just end up the same over and over and over again, and it ruins my life. I'm going to stop. Next time my boss picks on me, I'm going to tell them, no, you can't.
You can't talk to me like that.
This is not cool.
So it's that feel of, and it's fascinating because usually it comes after what? After things get really bad, or something in your life has been eating away at you to a point where you just can't take it anymore, where the pain of dealing with it and putting up with it is just too much, and you would rather just do something extreme, even if it's something that could potentially create a lot of consequence for you and others down the road. But in that moment, because of the intensity in which you're experiencing your life right now as so bad, you're willing to take that chance and take that gamble out of an emotional reaction.
So we like to feel like and believe that when we walk away from our old life and are creating a new version of ourselves and a new life moving forward, that it's going to be as easy as that all we need to do is walk away and decide to be different.
Yeah.
But what we fail to see within all of that is that, yes, you can walk away from what you've created. Yes, you can want to be different, but without taking into consideration who you have been, what has led up to the creation that you are now walking away from, you're most likely just going to recreate the same thing over and over and over again. We miss that aspect of self-creation, the reality that being a new me is not as simple as just wanting to. You have to actually deliberately change every part of yourself that you no longer find acceptable in every moment that it activates within you, because we do not simply leave our past behind. We do not simply become different simply in that one choice. It is a commitment, a consistent and persistent effort to continue to change every moment of every day, and being blind and ignorant to what's created the fuck up is not going to help us to actually change, because then we just
Yeah.
ignorantly continue and recreate the same thing.
That's the allure, I think, of that whole Phoenix from the Ashes scenario. We like to romanticize it and make it like this epic thing. Like, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna cut ties with everyone I know. I'm gonna move to a different place, get a new job, new haircut. Everything's gonna be a brand new me. Everything of my past will be gone, burned away in fire and ash. And out of that, I'm gonna be a whole new person. The term for that is also tabula rasa, which is blank slates, starting from a 0 point, where you have no previous history, you have had no childhood to deal with, you've had no relationships in your life that you've become entangled with, you've had no stress in your life, you've had none of it. It's a totally blank slate. Now, if you could do that, yeah, sure, go for it. Awesome, brand new, great. But unfortunately, or actually maybe fortunately, life doesn't work that way. And that's why you don't often see people being able to just walk away from everything and suddenly be a whole new person. It doesn't work that way, because it's not about everything that you're trying to change outside of yourself. The relationships you don't like that aren't working, the job that you just feel trapped by, the experience you have of yourself where you are, as you are, is created by you. Now, if you don't change that inner relationship, you could walk away from everything that's going on, sure. Get away from the people you don't like, get away from the job, start doing things that you haven't let yourself do before, and for a while it's gonna feel great. It's gonna feel like you're someone new because you're doing new things, but guess what? You're going to recreate the exact same patterns that you had before you walked away. I guarantee it, and I say this because I've done it. I have done it several times in my life now where I said, fuck this. I basically go, you know what, life? Fuck you. Fuck you. Sit on this and spin. I'm done. I'm walking away. I don't want the life you've given me. It's been shit. I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna make it better because I know what I want. And I walk away, I quit my job, I move to a different place, start a new life somewhere, and I eventually end up in the exact same place. And that's when you know life is intelligent. Life communicates. And life remembers that moment when I said, life, fuck you! And life is now saying, oh, no. Fuck you. So, but that's what you created. That's you kind of becoming spiteful and walking away as though you don't want the consequence. You don't want to face what you've created. You don't want to take that self-responsibility of, okay, I don't like who I am, where I am, how my relationships are, what my job is, how my life is going. And in that moment, you have to be able to take the self-responsibility, or you're going to end up blaming and trying to run away from all of it, but you'll never be able to. Just don't do it.
So, the key here is that we are our own makers. What we participate within in ourselves creates how we live, how we develop relationships, how we will make choices, where we will place ourselves in life. And without investigating that relationship of who we are inside of ourselves, how we're making choices, how we're thinking, how we're seeing things, we are not going to change our lives. So that is the very, very important step that we need to take. If you really want to change your life,
meet your maker.
You are your maker.
And meeting your maker is being aware of how you are creating your life through the words that you allow right here. It starts right here. So even if you walk away and burn your bridges, start somewhere fresh, but in here you're still having the same fears, same anxieties, same unresolved issues, deep down inside still coming up in you, that is eventually going to be what you create. Your words, your mind, your thoughts are your maker. And you can let that determine you, or change the script. Meet your maker. Be your maker. And really make something new. And that's how you become a new person. Not just overnight with a blank slate, but taking everything that you have created and learning how you created it, and from there create something new.
By understanding who you have been and why you have created what you have created, you empower yourself to choose differently, to think differently, to create differently. So the practical step-by-step way to live real self-creation and real recreation of self is in every single moment. When a thought comes up in your mind, take a moment to reflect on, who am I within this thought? Is this who I want to be, and is this what I want to create? If not, then change it. Have a new thought, a different thought.
Now, obviously, if you're in a situation that is actually abusive, harmful, toxic, yeah, get away from it. Don't put yourself into harm's way by thinking, oh, it's just my thoughts. Be practical. Utilize your common sense. If you're in a dangerous situation, if you're in a situation that really you need to get away from it. Give yourself that. But also understand how you created that, so that as you're getting away from it, you're already also looking at how to really create something new and different by making different choices. But first understanding the choices you made before.
Okay, everyone. That's it for this topic. See you next time.